Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your general reading. Thank you for joining my channel if you just found it. For those of you returning, happy to have you back. Aquarius, meditating on your energy was interesting. I was immediately shown a vision of someone walking down a long corridor, and there were a series of overhead gates. It's almost like in the movie Titanic, when they're running down through the lower hallways of the ship, and all of the gates close because that wing, that stairwell, that lift, whatever is closed off. It's like that, and you've come upon this first gate that closed right in front of you, and you're like, ugh, like what gives? I've got to get there. And there's a series of other gates, so maybe you manage to lift that gate and you crawl under it, and then you run toward a goal, and then boom, the second one drops, or etc. So it feels, I just saw 111. It feels like, Aquarius, your goal, your plan, just when you hit your stride, pow, some roadblock or some barrier presents itself, and you're like, I can't get ahead. I just can't seem to do this. Those roadblocks, of course, could be anything. It could be people, it could be money, it could be time. Something you feel, it's like, this is just working against me. It's not on my side. What do I do? So, Aquarius, let's see if we can dissect this energy and get you some relief. I'm feeling like relief. I'm feeling a very determined yet kind of frustrated energy, as if you're like, do I even go there? Should I keep going? Is this futile? Should I just throw in the towel? Okay, so let's see what's going on, Aquarius. I'm feeling a combination for you for some reason. There's some energies in both sets of cards, so let's see what we have for you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or those cross-watching for Aquarius. Winter's dream, gestation period. This could be an idea that you have that perhaps over winter is going to come to fruition, but you're trying to make something happen to reach that goal. All right, we'll see if that comes out. What do you have for Aquarius? I just heard, I wish I knew. Okay, that could be related to something you have to find out, or something someone else has to share with you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the crossing. Oh, and it's almost like this is a narrow pathway to this portal or whatever you're trying to achieve, and one wrong move, and you're bridging something to get to where you want to be. I don't want to look at these just yet. Let's shuffle what wanted to come out of this deck. I just heard faulty foundation. I don't know if that has to do with, a home's foundation, or if it's more metaphorical, that maybe a relationship was not built on a firm foundation. Okay, Spirit said there's one more. Wow, guys, a lot of oracles in this one. Okay. Bottom of the deck, contract. This could be an obligation you have. It could be something you signed up for. Maybe you have already signed up for it, and now you're like, okay, well, I've got to close out this and this so I can go do that. Okay, let's see what we have here. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. How weird that I'm seeing that long corridor. And it's almost like these pillars represent the things that are in the way, and you're like, I can't do anything about that. I can just point my, ship in the right direction and see where it takes me. Eye of the Needle, intentionality, benefactor, grace, and generosity. I'm going to nest these. There's quite a lot. Okay. Okay. Deception. I wish I knew. Is that what came out? Something like that? Like, I wish I knew? Walking away. the world, and the door to romance. All right, there's a lot going on here, but it could be you're trying to make your way to a person. Maybe this is a relationship that has gone through its iterations, come together, separate, deception, walking away. Maybe what you're trying to figure out is someone's intentions. We have that here. I feel like the symbolism in these cards is important. Aquarius, it feels like there's something that you want to do, but if other people or other factors stand in the way of you getting to this goal, you need to somehow navigate what you can't see. And it's tough. We've all been there. Like the one unknown after another just kind of, puts this gate down in front of us. So let's take a look at what it is you don't see that you're navigating. 7 of Pentacles, patience and planning. Maybe this is just you need time. If this is completely reverse and you're like, wow, I need to know this about my partner, my person, I don't know, anybody. The people in this situation who have a big influence. Okay, let's see what you don't know. What is it Aquarius is navigating that they don't know? Truth. Ace of Swords. Information. Revelation. Something that will help you or maybe not. I don't know. We have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Oh, Spirit said we're not done. Okay, the Star. There's your energy. Having faith that something will turn out, keeping your eye on, whatever you're doing, knowing that everything's going to turn out okay, but maybe this is like blind faith. You're like, okay, I'm making this move and I have no idea if it's going to turn out. It's almost like, as you're standing on the pier of your life looking at Earth, you're thinking, all right, I have all this in front of me. I have an opportunity to do this or to do that, but I don't have the answers. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how they feel. If this is about a love interest, so you're sort of at this crossroads, and I feel like, this is representing a lot of things. But I'm even getting like the change of seasons with these colors. But we have growth, we have spring, we have wedding rings, we have money. And maybe all of those things are a consideration for you. If someone else is at a crossroads, you can't perhaps, make a decision without knowing where that's headed. Okay. We have the Hierophant, the 6 of Pentacles, Empress at the bottom of the deck. There could be something regarding your family that is significant. And the Magician. Have confidence, let go of fear, solar plexus chakra. We have Truth, Judgment, 9 of Wands, the Hanged Man, the 3 of Wands, Tower. I sort of felt that. I'm thinking, this is messing up your stuff. I was going to say something else. This is really messing up my stuff. Yeah, okay. So I feel like the plan you have, again, may be predicated on something else happening, and you're like, okay, just like show me a sign, show me that something is coming in my direction. And I feel like there is something you're going to learn. I'm looking at this book of knowledge, and it's illuminated, so it perhaps will illuminate something for you, Aquarius. And then I feel like then the gates lift, and what was an encumbrance or a delay or a block allows things to kind of move forward. And maybe this, material and spiritual prosperity, the 6 of Pentacles is like the reciprocity card. Something comes to you that helps alleviate something, and then you can manifest what you have been preparing for. If this is someone else doing this, they may be working through their own shifts, pivots in their life, in a family. Okay, we're going to look at your person. That's what Spirit said. The person on the other end of this equation. All right. Who are you dealing with, Aquarius? We're going to see if they are helping you moving forward. We have the Ace of Wands. The Chariot. This one came out in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles. It hit my hand. I'm going to flip it. Upright or reverse? Upright. I thought so. There's communication, movement. The Seven of Pentacles. They may be assessing their finances. They may be looking at whatever they're building upon, because I see that here. This could be, a new beginning, something exciting, maybe even, a move, a change in location. It doesn't have to be. Moving forward, we have Queen of Wands, Death, with the Fool at the bottom of this deck. Okay, let's keep going. Oh my gosh, okay. The Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. They've been going through something. They're going through an ending. They're going through a loss, perhaps. I feel like your money, perhaps, is like well balanced. You're okay. They've gone from the 7 to the 5. If this is about having disconnected from you, or they're disconnecting from something else, this is a painful letting go. And I see that. It could be that there has been a really painful ending, maybe loss, not necessarily, but I feel like this person is, okay, I'm getting that their energy is stronger than you may realize, that they have like this just a strength. I'm getting that from the Queen of Wands, like a determination that won't stop this person, like regardless of what gets in their way. So this could very well be, vice versa. I feel like there's information coming to you from this person that, or maybe you're giving them some information that moves it forward. If this is someone they're connected to, it could be that they've been trying to make a decision about a relationship. Maybe that relationship is over. They've left it behind. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. New love, a new beginning. Is this with you? Okay, so let's see what Spirit wants you to know about what is unfolding with them. Let's look at the Chariot. Chariot. This could be sudden. I'm sort of feeling towerish energy with them, like it could just come out of the blue. Page of Wands, communication, travel. That's my traveler. What are they going to share with you? What do you need to know? We have the King of Swords. There is air energy. Could be your energy. Knight of Wands. Whoa. I threw a bunch on the table. We have the Emperor and the Two of Cups. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Chariot, Magician, Temperance. I feel like there's a multi-layered decision going on, and it could be moving forward in a relationship if maybe they had not wanted to acknowledge it. It feels to me like there's, a green light. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands. I want to go. And this could be no longer resisting I knew it. I felt the Tower. No longer resisting the connection, wanting to make a big decision about a connection. Why the Tower? The Emperor, the Empress. Oh gosh. What has stood in your way? And I feel like we're going to be looking at this energy. What has been in the way of this connection? That's how I'm going to ask it. What are the barriers or blocks? Worry and anxiety, stress. These came out together, the Star and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like someone sees, perhaps you, there's your energy again. I feel like someone sees you as like the package. Maybe they feel like they can't measure up. Maybe they made a poor judgment call in the past and they want to change their mind or see you. Knight of Pentacles, maybe they took forever to make that choice. This could have been somebody you were connected to that was connected to someone else. Other people may have gotten in the way. I feel like of all the gates that keep slamming down for whoever that was representing, and it may be your person, one of those gates could be people. We have some challenging relationship dynamics showing up. There may be family. What is the Five of Pentacles? Do they feel like they've missed out on an opportunity with you, Aquarius, or what? Five of Swords reverse. Two of Swords. They're needing to make a decision, and I feel like it comes at whatever cost. I feel like this is kind of making amends. Maybe this is with you. The Wheel of Fortune flipped up. Fate is at play here. Yeah, I think that there was a missed opportunity. Four of Cups. Ace of Wands again. This person is getting in touch with their emotions. I want to look at other people. I got to pull a card about other people. Is there a barrier or a block with other people or caused by other people? There could be indecision. Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. This person may be dating very casually, trying to figure out, like one of these pillars shows, am I interested in something long term? Now, if they're in a relationship, maybe married, this could be a third party. I don't automatically go there, but could be. They may like attention. Other people may be demanding attention. Maybe there's some ego at play here. That one's a little more obscure. Let's see what else. Work. Could be a work situation. It could be, okay, yeah, Ten of Wands. We saw that in the bottom of the mini deck. Page of Cups, Tower, Sun, Two of Cups, Star. Work may be an interference, maybe because someone is super focused on money. That's one of the pillars or the choices in this card. Coins. I think maybe this person's going to say something or reveal something. And I don't know if it's what you want to hear. Five of Cups, Seven of Wands. What are they going to say to you, Aquarius? I want you. Oh my goodness. Well then, whatever barriers have blocked this, and if they needed to be truthful about what was happening in their life, you may have felt like this hasn't moved forward. What is the deal? They may say something that alerts you to what's been going on. Maybe they've just changed their mind. If they were kind of, closed off, not looking at this. What else? What do they want to say to you? I want to get one more. I have secrets. Yeah, I see that. I was unfaithful. Okay, there's other people. But this person finds you irresistible. Things are not as they appear. I refuse to leave my children. Let's talk and clear this up. There's a lot going on. So I think this is beginning to explain what was happening to keep you apart. If you were trying to further this relationship and you just kept getting knocked backwards, I think their intentions perhaps are to come to you with more than they offered before or could offer before. Now, I don't know, is it too late? We're going to look at that in the extended, but let's get one card of advice for you, Aquarius, regarding this decision. Confidence is your key to success. So I feel like this is them approaching you or them talking to you and maybe revealing some things that explain a lot, but maybe change your perspective. And I don't know if that's going to be in a way that, well, at least we talked about it and we cleared the air, or if you're thinking, wow, I've been working towards something that hadn't chosen me. Am I spinning my wheels? So I feel like you're going to have to speak your truth. If you haven't, don't be afraid to just put it out there. Okay, Aquarius, if this is where we part ways, thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Good luck and take care.